What's good, people? We're back. 12th man is back. Race for Europe is back. And tonight, get the oven on because there's some serious cooking about to start in this building. Big up to everyone that's here. We got Charlie, Billy, LB on the way. Pete might drop in, but it is his 40th and he's in Barcelona. So, yeah, we'll forgive him for that. But he'll have to hold it L when he comes back because Newcastle were a little bit dusty at the weekend. We got Wolfie, we got Errol, we got Deji. And it's going to be a very interesting night. Make sure you're following every single one of these guys and make sure you're also showing some love to the sponsors. We've got OK Jerseys. Use the code 12man to get 8% off any jersey that you want with any name on the back that you want. Make sure you're clicking on the link in the description. And also in the live chat, we've got Match Bingo as well. And a lot of people won on Match Bingo this weekend. So if you have not downloaded Match Bingo using the code POTS, make sure that you do and show them some love because both of these sponsors have been great for us. So let's be good to them and show them some love. We've got 300 people in here already waiting for what is about to be an absolutely superb show. I can feel it in the waters. If you got 3 points this weekend, put your hand up.
Well, it's winners on the top row, isn't it? It's winners on the top row, Pots.
No, we're not even gonna acknowledge Wolfie what he's doing there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why has Wolfie got his hand up?
Because
Andrew said if you won. Sorry, I misheard. You said 3. I thought you said if you won.
If you got 3 points, yeah. Okay, look, I mean, there's a lot to talk about. We might not get around to talking about every single club tonight because, there's an order of priority here. And there's only really one place to start, and it is at Anfield. My goodness me. Errol, oh, dear me. I don't know what's happened, but I see this face. And I felt for you, bro. I felt for you. It's like you've seen a ghost. It's like, that can't be my team. That can't be Anfield. That can't be my team. That can't be Anfield. You've got Arnie Slot doing the best impression of the United fan already. And I must be honest, bruv, it was not a pleasant piece of viewing if you're a Liverpool Football Club fan right now. And because you played Manchester United, there's only one person.
Hey! Yes, Dan United. Welcome back, Dan. Welcome back, Dan.
Oh, Dan, it's only fair for me to allow you to have the mic for this one, bruv.
I feel awful. It was Errol's birthday, and the fact that his team absolutely shit the bed. Manager shit the bed. Spent $500 million shit the bed. I'm stunned. I mean, Errol, you were very gracious in your comments last night, and I mean, to be honest, I would expect nothing less because there's nothing else you could say really. But I'm stunned. I mean, look, Manchester United, joke of this channel for so long. I've already sorted Charlie out, world champions. I've now just come back on, sorted out the Premier League champions. I'm running out of champions to sort out here. I don't know what I need to do. I don't know. Newcastle will come up soon. I'll sort the Carabao champions. So it's
Dan, you got champions of Europe in 2 weeks, mate.
Sorry?
Champions of Europe.
Champions of Europe.
I was at your ground. Champions of Europe, Soviet Union times. Have some shame. Zip that jacket up.
That's a bit racist.
Unbelievable. Do you know something, Errol? I've got to say, my manager, who we all have our opinions on, got it spot on last night. Got it absolutely spot on. And we look at a case where I watched the start of the game and I thought, what are we doing kicking these long balls up the field? Why are we hoofing the ball up the field to Mbuemo, who's 4'2", Cunha, who's 3'9"? And it was all about the second ball. And I've got to be honest, a great man once said, Sir Jamie Carragher, when the football leaves you, leave. And I think Mo Salah has got to listen to what this guy is talking about, because the only person that comes out of your club with anything yesterday, I think personally, was Konate was quality, and I thought Gakpo should have had 27 goals. But I've got to be honest, I've had to start clearing my schedule on a Monday night because I keep beating teams on this panel. I'm not here for European football, but I'm like the guest guy who's here every other week. I've got Wolfie's lot in a couple of weeks, so I'm assuming I'll clear my schedule for that Monday. We've obviously got Spurs coming after that, so I'll clear my schedule for that. Billy, you've had a bit of a resurgence. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it, and it's always a pleasure, to be back on this show. And I got to be honest with you, I'm going to say it because I'm feeling shameless tonight. I'll be back here after Christmas full time, by the way. I will be back
Hey,
after Christmas full time because I've had everyone say
that's
United.
getting clipped.
We are 2 points away from Liverpool, the greatest team. We are 1 point off the world champions. Incredible. We are ahead of Billy in the table. We are. I mean, I don't even know where Wolfie's lot are. I mean, like, I'm 6'4", and I can't see that far down. It's horrendous. There is going to be a substitution in January. Wolfie, for me, it's done. It's absolutely done. I can't wait. Can't wait.
I love the chest, bro. I love it. And this is why I miss you on this show, man. Let me come to LB next because, you know, me and LB had a very nice weekend watching that game at Anfield. What did you make of Liverpool, LB?
I think they're in a bit of a mess at the moment, man, to state the obvious. I don't know. I felt like I had a big conversation with Hossam on Tuesday, man, about like I feel like Slot is getting like I know obviously like people will cut the players, you know, Dan United's just cut Salah and that, but I honestly think Slot is getting everything wrong. And listen, you can talk about Salah, you can speak about him if you want, yeah. And like I'm open to speaking about him if you want, but I don't think it's a Salah thing at the top of the list. I think Slot is getting, and I'm not even trying to do this to get onto the manager because you know everyone tries to do that on the manager. I genuinely do. I think he's getting the midfield selection completely wrong. McAllister this season has been shocking. He does, and it's not even necessarily his fault. I don't think he fits in this current system of the way that Liverpool need to play. I said to Hossam, for me, I think Liverpool should start with Gravenberch and Szoboszlai. Yeah, Wirtz in the 10. How you starting Wirtz on a bench is wild to me. And I think Ekatike should be starting up front over Isak. He scored 3 goals already. He come on, and he looked better than Isak straight away as soon as he come on. Yeah, it's not like the guy doesn't score goals. I keep on saying this about Ekatike. This Ekatike guy wasn't bought for 20 million quid. He was bought for 70 million quid. He's a good player. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that has to be long term before everyone starts crying. Yeah, I'm saying that like right now, Ekatike is better than Isak. So start Ekatike, bro. Yeah, you just lost 4 games on a spin. I think if you play Ekatike, I think the players around him will be better because he brings other players into the game. So I think Salah will be better with Ekatike. I think Gakpo will be better with Ekatike, even though he had a good game himself. And I think Wirtz will play well. I think Ekatike is the guy that can link everybody together.
LB, but did you not think that the wing backs, left back and right back, were a major issue yesterday? Like,
well, Conor Bradley's clearly not good enough to start week in, week out for Liverpool. No. But I ain't going to crash it on him. You know, like he did have Frimpong on the bench. He decided not to start him. Kirkes was absolutely diabolical. And I'm not even going to crash it on Kirkes from a defensive point of view. Going forward, he's crossing into the box. Didn't beat the first man once. So he was poor. Just all around poor, man. Like I felt like Gakpo. And I don't even rate Gakpo like that, to be honest with you. And I felt like he was by far their best player on the pitch, man. So, listen, I just think Slot's getting this all wrong. I don't think he knows what to do.
Why do you think he's getting it all wrong?
Because he's got too many cooks, mate.
You got to remember, right? You got to remember where this manager's come from. This ain't Pep, who's been at Barca and at Bayern. Yeah, or even Klopp when he was at Dortmund and he had top tier players. This guy, with all due respect, from Firelord, yeah, he's come in, and even last year, with all due respect, he didn't have to make that many decisions. Now he's got all these new players. He's dealing with like 400 grand a week players. And it's hard, yeah. I recognize it's hard. I'm sitting here saying, bro, drop the 120 million pound striker and play Ekatike. I'm not stupid. I know that's a difficult decision, but I think it's the right decision, especially in the short term.
It shouldn't be a difficult decision because he's more than happy to bench Wirtz 2 games on the spin.
Well, this is the problem because
why can't he bench Isak when he's clearly not?
No, I hear it because this is what I've been saying because Liverpool fans have been telling me that they can't do that, but then I just throw that back at them and say, well, you're dropping Wirtz
because he's a fraud.
So I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Ekatike is there. And honestly, just one final point, yeah. What does Chiesa have to do to get started in this team?
He should be playing as well, yeah.
Bro, it's like he should be starting for me. Like he should be starting. I think like he's been in good form. He come on, he got involved in the goal, and you know he clearly wants it. So listen, I'm not about to start saying all the players are shit, yeah, because I don't think they are. And I don't think Salah's shit, and I don't think Isak's shit, and I don't think McAllister's shit. But in this current system,
Don't suit him.
I think a few of those need to be dropped, man.
I'll be spot on. And this is why I say that this show is really about rehabilitation. We're trying to help. I'm seeing Errol there holding his upper lip, and it's absolutely pissing me off because just a couple of weeks ago, let me tell you what this brother was doing. Errol was doing something called cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance is the psychological discomfort or tension experience when a person holds two
straight from Google.
ChatGPT.
I'm telling you, we were telling Errol, we were telling this brother at the beginning of the season, after they won 5 games, we said to him, really and truly, Liverpool should have 5 points this season. No, this is what champs do. You know what they do? They're just that slot, just moves things around, and then we're just getting points after points, and that's why we're top of the. Are you still top of the league, my bro? Are you still top of the league? And we told you that Slot was on fraud watch, because he didn't have to do anything last season. He inherited a fantastic team from Klopp, and he won the league. Now, like LB is saying, now we want to see his creativity. Now we want to see Slot, je ne sais quoi. And guess what? Bummy. You guys have done so many bummy things. So many bummy things. LB's right. Been saying Ekatike is the guy to lead you up front. But oh no, you've got to play the little kid that threw his toys out the pram. Got to start Isak, but Isak's not really fitting in this squad. Why would you pay a 33 or 34-year-old winger in Salah 400 grand a week? Why would you do that? That is madness. And now the chicken has come to roost. We all knew this. No one's surprised. I wasn't surprised. I stood firm. So I've come tonight for Errol to confirm, Dej, you were right and I was wrong. As for me, I've already tweaked my Premier League prediction, Dan Potts. You'd be pleased to hear that this
after 1 week.
Bruv, you'd be pleased to hear that, mate, this team will be lucky to finish in the bloody top 4.
Wait, who did you have to win initially, Dej?
Right?
Who did you
You
initially?
know what? Can I be real? I'm not gonna lie. Deep down, I knew Liverpool weren't gonna do it, but I did succumb to peer pressure. I swear down. I fell for it. But reality is, mate, I knew that this team was fraudulent. And Errol, I'm delighted you're here. And I need you to analyze your club. Tell us what's going wrong with your manager so we can fully understand. Because I know you see the problem, my bro. I don't see the problem.
Have you got a nice, sexy analogy for us tonight, Errol? You normally come out with them. There's normally, something there. I need a big, fat, sexy analogy tonight.
Wait, why are you calling him Errol? He's the quad father. He got his quad, mate. He got his quad. 4 L's in a row.
Mate, where's that trophy? You bought it a couple of weeks ago, not making another appearance.
Errol,
This is
what friends are for. This is what friends are for.
Happy birthday, Errol. Happy birthday.
Dej, thank you for that as well, Wolfie. Dej, just remind me, what score did your game finish yesterday?
Bro, this is the Liverpool.
I'm just asking a question.
Yeah, we had a bad day at the office.
Answer the question, Dej. Answer the question.
We had a bad day at the office.
People in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Hurt your mouth for a sec, yeah? Right. I don't know. Do you know what? To be fair to you, right? I don't actually know. I don't know what you want from me here at this moment in time. Do you want
an explanation? What's going wrong?
Yeah, but do you want logic and reasoning, or do you just want pure emotion?
Emotion,
man.
You text me
Crash out,
this
lad.
morning saying you think it's not happening this season.
And that was a private message.
Yeah,
What are you doing? You've got to expose.
You've exposed.
Yeah. Now, do you know what it is? Yeah, right. I'll be real with you.
I mean, that could change, but right now you don't see it, right?
Right now, I am struggling to see it. But if I'm being honest with you, and I'll try and keep it concise, yesterday was nothing short of an absolute embarrassment. I said on my show on Friday that the big worry for me, we've not really performed well in a lot of these games. And you can take the piss and you can mock it, but I already put it out there in the public domain. after the first 3 games that we'd already used our get out of jail free cards on a number of occasions. I just never felt that was a sustainable way of playing football. That's not a sustainable brand of football to me. Has it already come unstuck very quickly? We can see that we've just lost 4 on the spin, as LB said. But I think at the same time, you've kind of got to try and remove some of the context and then add other bits of context. And the context that I would like to remove at this moment in time is the slot out nonsense and saying that it's all Slot's fault. I think is a far cry of just embarrassing as well. At the same time, don't get it twisted. There are a whole host of things at this moment in time Slot is doing that makes his own job a lot harder for himself. He's building a rod for his own back at the moment. Point in case, Kirk has a left back. I think that is one which we've said before for continuity from the side that happened last season, the title winning defence from last season. It's been broken up in more pieces than it needed to. There was nothing we could have done about Trent, but Kirkes coming straight in without really warranting that position. To me, it just felt like it was a bit knee-jerk. There was a way to bed him in. And again, obviously, as Liverpool fans, we've seen it with Moreno and Robertson, what Klopp did. Armstrong might not have been watching Liverpool at that point in time, but that was something that Liverpool fans had already seen and knew could work. So we would have been all right if he would have went down a similar route again, but he didn't. He's been stubborn to an extent and chose Kirkes as a hill to die on. Kirkes isn't playing in the same mould that he was playing for Bournemouth last season. So I think there's issues there. I think the midfield selection is an issue. I think Szoboszlai has proven to be as good as he's been in terms of form. He's proved to be more of a headache and a bit of a hindrance because Slot was probably not thinking he was going to be in our best 11. All of a sudden, he's our best midfielder. He's probably one of our best players on the pitch more often than not. Therefore, he can't not play him. McAllister's the one at this moment in time that's absolutely stinking out the gaff. I would have never picked him after an international break. I thought that was a little bit of a naive move.
He scored twice against Puerto Rico, mate. He's balling.
That's fine, but he's still got to travel all the way back from South America, and it just takes the piss in terms of his energy and his legs. So there are a whole host of problems, and then of course, obviously, what's happening, big fella? The guy up top at the moment is not doing anything for us, and whether that guy.
Oh, that's good timing. That's good timing, Pete. The guy up top is not doing anything.
You don't even refer to his name anymore. He's just the guy up top now.
Well, no, because it could be either or. It could be Salah. It could be Isak. I think at the moment there's more questions than answers in with this Liverpool side, and if I'm being honest with you, I can't really defend individuals at this moment in time because they're not giving me anything to defend. There's so much wrong at the moment that as a Liverpool fan, got to just be able to sit there and take it because got to hold it. Ultimately, I had a plan for what this team and the expectations would have been. And I think if we're all being honest with ourselves, had any of your teams went and spent 400 million in the summer on what we deem to have been recognised quality, I think all of you would have had some level of confidence based on what you had done the season before, that actually you were going to build on and try and find a period of dominance in whatever form that looked like. You can have a plan, and that plan can go completely wrong, but it doesn't mean that you didn't have a plan to begin with.
Why no one's got any sympathy, right? And I'll tell you why.
Bro, do you think I expect any sympathy? You're mad, bro. I'm
some Liverpool fans. You'd be surprised, bro. Oh, give it time. You can't expect it done.
No, it's the narrative that's forming, isn't it? Oh, it's a transition season.
No, but this is the thing. No, but this is the thing, no, Charlie. Like, despite whether you like that or not, there is rationale to it actually being a transitional season. Last season, Arne Slot was working with a pre-established blueprint that he had to tweak to an extent, justify margins in certain areas. He didn't have a lot of funds to then go and implement new players into a system. So he had to work with what he's got. This season, whether you like it, whether Liverpool fans like it, or whether the wider football fan base like it, transitioning in 6 associated first-team players into the squad to try and get them to play at the same level as the previous iteration is still going to cause some level of transition. Yeah. Whether you went on to be, whether you was champions last year or you were just challenging, that was always going to happen. I think the comment or a bit of a consensus at the moment seems to be Liverpool fans were probably expecting this season last year, and then once Slot got his players, he was expecting to kick on and try and improve. It's been the other way around, which nobody foresaw. But at the same time, I'm not wholly shocked. I said that after 3 games, Nothing we've done in terms of performances has been convincing. Are we winning? Yes. Is that what champions do? Yes. Does that give me confidence that these lads are still up there mentally? Yes. But that very quickly evaporates once you start losing in the manner that you do.
You know, what's the major concern, though, right? Is that every game this season has followed the same pattern, right? I know you've won. I know you've won late on, but like you'll be in control of a game, and then you'll concede and you win late
That's
on.
nasty way. That's nasty.
But then, like, the last 3 games, all the
But
same.
you see, you and your productions, yeah. All I know from this, I wasn't even going to crash it like this. I'm so calm right
No, but you know what, right? The last 3 games.
All I know yet is come the end of the season, dog, you best have some medals around.
But why do you keep losing? Why are all your games exactly the same? The last 3 games, right? You've gone down, you've got yourself back in a game, and then you throw it away late on. Even the games you were winning, you were throwing leads away and then getting away with it last minute. Like there's no control in any games at all.
And this is what the frustrating thing is from my perspective. This is where I do turn to LB's point in relation to Slot, because these were things that were hallmarks of his system and his style last year. He'd go 45 minutes, and Liverpool probably weren't electric. We weren't at the races. We looked a little bit sluggish at times, a little bit laboured. But he'd identify things that he'd want changing in the second half. And obviously he didn't have big money signings to just throw off the bench. But he had a squad of players that he was able to say, right, go and this will change here. We'll tweak this and we'll try something different. And more often than not last season, it was a benefit to Liverpool because it looked like he just knew exactly what was needed at any given moment. This season on the other side is, you're right, we're conceding early goals. We're chasing a game. We have to get a goal back. And then all of a sudden, because he feels as though he doesn't want to draw and lose ground in a title race to a City or to an Arsenal, he wants to go and get the 3 points. And in doing that, he's rolling the dice by putting too much attack on. And in that moment, when we have to then end up in defensive phases, when games turn into a bit of a basketball game, we haven't got the defensive players on there with the defensive acumen to think, actually, let's be defensive-minded first instead of trying to play for a counter-attack or just trying to catch them on the break, because that's where we're getting punished. All the goals have been because we vacated areas where ordinarily you'd have a defender there holding the line or holding the back post and defending. So I think Slot's got a lot to answer for. But at the same time, I'm like, look, it's still going to be a long season. I still think there's going to be twists and turns. I think Liverpool will eventually click because I think there's a quality of players there. I think he might have to do something drastic to get more out of the players that he's got in terms of the ones that we want to work with going forward. We might have to transition away from a Salah heavy regime and move towards an Isak Ekitike mix. I don't know. But over the course of this season, Liverpool will come good. My apprehension now is, how far away are we going to be from the top 4, potentially, from City, from Arsenal by that point in time? The reality really is, I want to make sure that we're still in there or thereabouts and pushing for that Champions League, because
Errol, this waffle is quite frankly pathetic.
Can
I am now more than ever convinced. I'll tell you what, I am more than ever now
Wolfie, let Pete just come in because he has got to go. So sorry, Wolf, I will come to you. Go on, Pete.
I apologize, guys. I hope you're all well.
Happy birthday,
I'm going to
Pete.
keep it short and sweet. Thank you. The missus brought me away surprised to Barcelona, so I'm enjoying time. But look, Errol, like a lot of things you've said are right. With regards to that situation. But look, I'm Petty Pete for a reason, man. So you know where I'm going with this. I'm going to be talking about your man, Mr. Number 9, Mr. Stinky, Mr. Alexander Isak. You were saying you were chasing the game, you were chasing the win. Why are you bringing off 130 million's worth of talent at that point who was stinking out the gaff? My question to you is very, very simple. How long are you going to accept this continuing? Because as far as Arne Slot was concerned in the build-up to this game, 6 weeks, he's had his pre-season, he's 100% fit. If that's what's 100% fit, if that was me, I'm asking big questions about my striker, because I'm telling you what, I caught up with the game. I didn't watch it live. I caught up with it afterwards. But that guy is showing no will, no effort, no determination to want to turn his form or ability around it and making a difference to your team. And your team need him right now. And he ain't producing the goods. And me and LB have both said this. Ekitike should be starting for you. Yeah. He is your guy.
Right
he
now,
is your guy.
Bro, I've got no qualms with that. But let's keep a call a spade. Every single one of us around this table have spent big money on players, midfielders, strikers, defenders, and it's taken them more than a season to get up to the level required at your respective clubs. Whether we like it or not, that has been a reality for some of us. So it's not the idea that Liverpool just went and spent all this money and it had to work. This is part of a bigger picture that everybody seems to be completely forgetting. Everybody just wants. Don't forget, we aren't necessarily the win now club. The area where I said last season we needed to win now is by going out and buying those players and showing that intent, because we've got Salah and Virgil van Dijk on the last 2 years their contracts. They don't want to go out on a whimper. They want to win now. But in order to do that, we have to get these players fully up to speed and getting the most out of them.
How long did Haaland take to get up to
That ain't
speed?
going to happen.
How long did it take for Rodri to get up to speed?
Did Rodri come from the Premier League?
I'm not asked. What are we doing?
What league did Rodri come from? Was it the Premier League?
Am I asked though? What difference does it make?
No. You should be. You should be. You can't give him a non-Premier League proven thing.
What?
Errol, the reality.
Plenty of so right. So Mason Mount was prem proven. He's went to United and stunk it out for 3 years.
Mason Mount. You're comparing Mason Mount.
I'm giving you another example.
Mason Mount was crap. And he
can be crap. Champions League winner.
Champions League winner. Have some respect.
Put some respect. Like you're talking shit.
Errol.
Champions League
inspiration brings Mason Mount, man.
Errol. The reality is that you can say that he needs to get up to speed and all the rest of it. You know as well as I do, and everyone on this panel knows that when you spend 125, 130 million on a striker like that, in the moment that you did, in the summer that it was, that he is not going to get given that time. He is not going to get given that. I'm not going to give him that time. No one on this panel will. If he's not performing right now, you've got to be calling that out.
Bro, no,
and that's why I'm here.
That's fine, and I've got time for that all day. You can do that. That's your jobs, respectfully.
You should be doing it.
You should be doing it.
You should be doing it.
You should be demanding him to
be happy with his
volume in there.
You can't be happy with what you're seeing from him.
Oh, lad, I'm loving it. Loving life right now, Charlie.
Maguire scored more goals at Anfield than he has in the league.
Sound? And do you think that's going to stay like that forever? Come on, what are we doing? Like, I'm having a proper conversation, but if you're just trying to troll me and take the piss,
no trolling.
Somebody else.
I'm asking a genuine question. I'm asking a genuine question there.
But the fact of the matter is, we've had players before that we've paid 25 mil, 30 mil for, and you've hit the ground running. We've had players before that we've paid bigger money for, and you haven't hit the ground running. Once they're over the line, you only ever start talking about the money when it's not working. Right now, it's not working for Isaac. So rival fans are right to bring it up. Liverpool fans can question it. But doesn't mean every single Liverpool fan's going to turn around and say, right, I'm washing my hands of him. He's never going to be good and he's never going to turn a corner for us. I think there are ways that we can get more out of Isaac. Right now, we are not playing to any of those strengths.
You've got to play Verts behind him. You have to play Verts behind him.
Errol, you make a great politician, Errol. The problem is the chest you showed.
You wouldn't.
No, it's the chest you showed, and by you, I mean the Liverpool fan base in the summer. You had Cal coming on topless with his robe, with his chest fully out.
I'm not Cal. Respectfully, I'm not Cal. I'm not these man. I'm not
you
these
are
man.
Liverpool tonight. The problem is you have to question it because of the chest you lot showed over the summer. Best transfer window you'd ever seen. Best this, best that, the other. We've got Ekitike. If we get Isak, it won't be will we win the league. It'll be by how many points. Now you're looking at the gap for how many points you are to Arsenal. So you can't sit here and say, give it time, give it time. What was that song we were singing, Pete? When we were winning our thing, take your time a bit. That don't apply to you. That don't apply to you.
Well, it does now. We're in this shit situation, doesn't it? What else are we going to do? I've got nothing but time. I've got nothing but time for the rest of the season.
Yeah, but you need to build the team round him. You have to build a Isak needs a team built around him.
I agree, but is that going to happen? Is that going to happen?
Not with Salah there. Not with Salah in that team. You're not building a team around him with Mohamed Salah in there.
Salah's not that guy anymore. He's not the guy. You know, he can contribute.
Sorry, Charlie. He's the guy they try and compare Thierry Henry to.
No.
That's not the guy. He's the guy. You lot, they try and compare him with Hazard. All right. So is he that guy or is he not that guy or is he stopped being that guy just because this season's been crap?
What I'm saying is that
Premier League winning Mohamed Salah compared to Eden Hazard playing in Legends games.
Well, to be honest, it looked like
that's what we're doing right now on this show. Yeah,
Salah probably have more impact in a Legends game right now than what he's doing this season.
Maybe he should
probably
be at
better.
those
Maybe he
Legend
should play
games,
for Liverpool Legends in the next game. He might get
Nope.
some. Right,
let's let Pete enjoy his holiday, boys. Let's let Pete enjoy his holiday.
It looks like he's enjoyed it.
I was
I'm loving
actually
it.
looking forward to seeing you lads tonight because I thought, you know what, after a shift birthday, I can count on you guys to kind of pick me up. But you know what? You're just shit friends usually.
boys.
Errol, I'm not good at you, bro.
I don't apart from you, Billy. You're all day Billy D's, man. Yeah.
No, because you would have done exactly the same if we'd been
You've been doing the same to me all season, Errol.
Yeah.
What are you
And
talking
about? There's levels to the delusion. You can't blame. Right, you can't blame a Premier League winning team that didn't spend any money, by the way, going to spend the big bag, getting one of the prized assets in the Premier League, going to get one of Europe's best talents, and you can't blame them for being a little bit deluded.
Yes, we can. When you sit here and tell us, oh, you know what? He's done a little kind of flip reverse, man. You know, he's done a blazing squad here. This season should have been last season. That season should have been this season. We're transitioning. How can you transition from champions to be shit, man? That's not a good transition, bro. What are you talking about here? You spend 400 million, you show your chest. The problem, and you know it deep down inside.
Do you want me to just stay deluded and be like, hey, I'm gonna be, you know what? Everything's gonna be all right in the morning. Like everything will be okay.
I'm just saying, mate. I think what you need is a reality check. What you need is to stop shopping in these new shops. These little temporary passes that you got to go to Bournemouth, to go to, you know, those clubs, that's too high up for you. Go back to Hull, go back to Southampton. That's the level of players that have done you well in the past. You've over-exceeded yourselves. You've overstretched. You got overexcited. Start looking at what Southampton have got in the Championship. You'll find your players. There's a couple of decent ones. Coventry have got some great players as well. Go check them out. That should be the level you're shopping at. You guys don't know money. You guys aren't born into money. You won the lottery. And then I've seen so many stories on lottery winners blowing their money within a couple of months. That's exactly what Liverpool did this summer. But if you're born into money, you respect money. You guys got too excited too quickly, and now you gotta hold what you're holding because this is beautiful.
I agree.
Boys, I'm gonna sign off. Look, Errol, it's all love. You know it is. It's just the Isaac hate. For me, the hate watch continues. I'm gonna enjoy it every minute.
Can you just drop in on Lawless? Can you drop in on Lawless and check in on him because Brentford are winning?
Oh, I'm gonna check in on him now. The hate watches continue. Big Nick energy. Take care, boys.
Take care, bro. Enjoy Barca.
Enjoy yourself, mate. Enjoy yourself. Let me do these couple of supers. Big up to Rich. Make sure you're following Eagle Eyed Football. Glasner found the blueprint. Now everyone's eating. Glasner is going to be highly sought after, as well as Errol, by the way, Rich. So you got to try and do your best to keep hold of him, my bro. Naval says, I keep saying it. Liverpool are new boys on the block when it comes to spending big money. This ain't a regular for them. Yeah, man. They've spent a lot of money. Just quickly before we move to Deji and Billy, what are we saying about Arsenal and City? Who's looking better right now? Who do you have as sort of finishing above out of those two teams right now? Not that one of them will win the league, but where are we saying with Arsenal and City, boys?
Well, it's probably is Arsenal just because they're so good defensively. But the City are right there. They just got to keep Haaland fit, and you know he could do it pretty much on his own, really. But look, I hate to say it, Potts, but Arsenal are looking pretty decent. But whether you've got the bottle or not, that's the big question.
What's weird, yeah, is we've got no striker that's doing what they're doing, and they've got no defense doing what we're doing. So it really is like complete opposites. Like no one's got Haaland in the world right now. That guy's ridiculous, and I don't think anyone's got our defense. So I think it's now going to come down to what Arsenal can do in the final third and what City can do defensively. That's what I think.
Charlie, can I ask you a question?
It comes down to managers.
Have you seen anything different in terms of Arsenal? Because for me, it's very much business as usual.
Look, they're playing well right now, but yeah, they've got.
It's impressive though, isn't it?
Yeah, defensively, but you were good defensively last season as well, Potts.
And the year before that.
I think Wolfie.
I'm just saying, I don't know why Arsenal fans are starting to shake.
It's down to Arteta, basically. It's down to the manager.
Down to Mikel Arteta. Yeah. But in my opinion, Wolfie's bang on with what he said. It comes down to the managers. I have more faith in Pep than I do Mikel. And I know people will hate me for saying it. Arsenal should win the league, in my opinion. We're the most settled. We're the best squad. I think we've got pretty much every department is pretty much complete. If you look at who's on the pitch, I think he needs to now deliver. I think
you're the most settled, but I still think firepower is an issue.
Yeah.
I still look at your front three, man, and just think like.
But do you mean LB? It's like no manager can get the best out of them, or you think you've got the firepower?
Okay, so Trossard and Martinelli ain't going to win you a title. We already know that.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
Right. I don't think they're good enough. Yeah, Saka's mint. We all know Saka's mint. Yeah. Gyökeres isn't doing what Gyökeres was signed to do, as we spoke about this morning, and no one can argue with me on that one because everybody agreed that they bought Gyökeres to put the ball in the back of the net. Well, so far he's scored in 2 out of 11 games, so he's not doing that. So I look at Arsenal, and we all agree. I should speak about the defense. We all agree they've got the best defense in Europe. Great goalkeeper, decent midfield. Sometimes I think it's imbalanced, but whatever. I just look at that front three and think, I still believe that you're going to get a lot of draws because I don't think you're going to score enough goals.
Yeah.
And I look at last year, you drew 14 games. 14.
It's a lot.
And I just think, yes, you won against Fulham, right? But other than the goal, did you really create that many chances? Not really. And that's my thing. I think on another day, and this is what we will find out, is I just think that could have ended 0-0. Or you get a fluky goal against you, you draw 1-1 or something like that. I don't know, man. I just think, and this is why I said in the summer, that I just felt Arsenal missed that one last signing, that Rodrigo, that Yildiz, that one player on that left-hand side that could elevate them, get them a few more goals and that. And
even Semenyo, a link with Semenyo now.
Bro, does anyone, man? We'll see, man. Like, I don't know. You might just be able to shit house 1-0s all season, but I don't know. It's a tough.
And you're saying that City, we've got to start scoring because City are going to be.
It's not about City. It's about you. If Arsenal don't win the league. Why? I think it'll probably because you've drawn too many games because you've not got firepower. That's why.
That's what I'm saying. So why are you putting that down to the manager or the fact that Arteta did what he could, they're just not good enough up top?
I put it down to transfer activity not being good enough, and I put it down to either.
You can't say transfer activity not good enough.
Why can I not? They've still got Trossard and Martinelli playing left wing. They've still got Trossard and Martinelli playing left wing. How can I not say it's transfer?
What? You don't fill every single position in one transfer window, or you don't have to
Liverpool just spent 400 million quid. What are you talking about? They're about to spend 300 million quid upgrading the stadium. They could have gone and got a left winger and upgraded.
There are so many teams that have won the league without 11 perfect players in their starting lineup.
I'm not saying it has to be perfect. I'm saying that, in my opinion, Martinelli and Trossard are not at the level that.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but can you win the league with 10 very good, very solid?
Win the league with it. Yeah, I'm saying if they don't win the league, I think it'll be because they've not got the firepower.
If they don't win the league, it's because of
Well, I'm not just going to blame it on one person. I'm blaming it on a number of things. The board. I don't think the board did enough in the summer. And then it'll come down to either A, is Arteta getting the best out of Gyökeres, or is Gyökeres just not doing what he needs to be doing?
I think it's on Arteta. I think this boils down to one thing. One, I've called the winners of the league right for the last 6 years. So you're welcome, LB. I had more faith in your team than you did 2 weeks ago. It's good to see your chest is starting to slowly come back out over the last fortnight or so. But the problem here for Liverpool and for Arsenal is that if City are within 4 to 5 points of them in January, you might as well pack up because City are the best finishers. City are the best finishers. Historically with Pep, I bet if I asked either one of you, would you rather be, 1 point ahead of Liverpool? Say for Arsenal, would you rather be 1 point ahead of Liverpool or 5 points ahead of City in January? Which would you pick?
Look, I don't know what you're doing here.
Yeah, what is this?
I don't know what
Man City are the scarier team to chase you down. Is what I'm saying.
I think there's a load of
you chat some.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
What is he doing?
I would rather.
What are we doing here?
I fucking Mo said the same thing about last season. Oh my God, it's November and I'd rather be 5 points behind Liverpool than how did that turn out for Arsenal? It doesn't matter. It's just footy. At the end of the day, listen to me. One of the most important things for any of the teams that are going for the title right here, right now, is momentum. You've got to look at the sides that have got that momentum and can they carry that momentum through? Because after
October.
Bro, I said last season on this show in November, there isn't a player that wants to win the league more than Mohamed Salah. I don't think necessarily that there was overly that much more that Slot could have been doing at that point in time. Salah was on a one-man wrecking ball mission to win Liverpool the league title last season. To a certain point, eventually, the penny will drop for those players. The momentum will carry them to that point. They will be sparked and think, this is go time. Nothing is going to derail us. And that comes from athletes. That's their mentality. If you are
let me ask this question differently then.
Their mentality, you go
let me go around the panel really quick because I do need to move to Deji and Billy, right? Let me go around the panel really quickly. Let me ask this.
Yes,
let me ask this question in this way. Who is best placed to win the league right now? Not who do you think will win it. Who is best placed, do you think, right now, with squad, with management, with where they are in the league, with how they're playing? Who looks right now best placed to win the league? Because I think it's Arsenal. Do I think they're going to win the league? No. But I think we are best placed to, personally. Charlie, I
don't like that question.
No, I do agree. Best placed, yeah, but I don't think Arsenal win the league, but the best placed.
Okay. Billy, what about you?
Yeah, I think the answer has to be Arsenal because they're at the top of the league. But again, I don't think they will win the league.
Okay. LB? You're not sure?
I want to get my chest out on City, man.
Just say it then, bro. Because LB, do you know why? I'm going to say City as well because at the end of the day, Arsenal have still got fucking Arteta. At the end of the day, they've still got Arteta at the helm doing this shit as well. Do you get me? Like best placed, they've been best placed and they've been 9 points in front. And he still had Arteta and he still fumbled the bag. Best placed, as soon as City fall off, Arsenal are going to be there to capitalise. Who wasn't that popped up instead? Liverpool were there to come and capitalise instead because Arsenal didn't have the bottle for it. Oh, what's the common denominator? Mikel Arteta. At the end of the day, while not Arteta's still there, Arsenal cannot be best placed to win this because they've not won jack. End of.
Correct.
Look, I'd love to sit there and say you're talking rubbish and that we're going to walk it, but I can't get my chest out because I'm not 100% convinced that we can. What I will say on top of that, though, to caveat it, is I don't think anybody right now looks convincing. I don't look at Man City and go, "Whoa, no one's catching them."
That's true, man.
So I don't think that's kind of why I brought that up.
This season's going to be full of ups and downs. It's going to be full of them. So Potts, you are probably in the best place to win it at the minute, but there will come a time where you go on a run of 3 or 4 games without winning. Meanwhile, Man City and Liverpool are still winning.
It's 2 points to City, isn't it?
Is that
3 points ahead of City and 4 ahead of Liverpool, yeah.
City are in the better position.
Game.
It's just going to be a constant roller coaster of ups and downs.
City can be. See that the difference is as well. The where Edge comes into it. City can be chasers and leaders. Right now, we don't know what Arsenal can be. Likewise for Liverpool. Liverpool can be leaders, and we've got it over the line. Not the best chasers, factually.
We failed to lead or chase, bruv. So
whereas City have done both. They need to if they need to chase, they can chase. If they need to extend the lead.
City have got Pep, man. It's as simple as that.
Well, I think City, if City keep, because they have got Pep, but if they keep Haaland and Rodri, I wouldn't say that they can't go win it, man.
City are more than just Haaland and Rodri. Like, let's not forget. I think Donnarumma's come in, and I know Errol doesn't like players that hit the ground running, but he's hit the ground running. He's looked absolutely solid for them.
Such a dig, man.
There's more than just Haaland to City. I think that's disrespectful, and I'm no major fan of City's. 115. By the way, LB, when will we ever find out about that?
Never.
How long has it
Soon,
been now?
apparently.
Burying it, bro.
They just keep saying soon, bro.
It's been buried.
Look, let's move.
It's
Like the Epstein's files, man. It's never
Yeah.
coming to light. It's never ever coming to light.
Never coming out.
That's Dan United's analogy of the night.
Yeah, Epstein files and Cities 115. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Man.
It
They're
is.
in the same
Let's move.
briefcase.
Let's move, man, because there's a lot to talk about. And
Let me cook this Spurs pool, by the way, real quick. Let's
Deji, you beaten us.
I think we are third only to Liverpool and Arsenal this season. I don't want anyone who's not involved in the title race to ask me another question.
So that means that you can't ask questions, then.
So I don't know what you're doing.
I think they won 3 home games in the last 15.
Well, Spurs haven't finished above Villa for the past at least 3 years. Deji, you beaten us.
Yes.
The receipts are out. Oh.
Interesting.
I've been.
Deji.
First and foremost, I don't know why I need to sit here and take a cooking from an obvious error from my manager. What I can say to you is,
Your manager still.
Sorry, what is going on here?
officially, I am. Frank is on fraud watch after that dusty performance.
No.
In my life.
Is fraud watch Frank out or Frank in? Because I was tuned into your watch along and certain different words were being used, Deji.
I will say to you, Frank is seriously on fraud watch. I said it a few games ago. If I see Kudus on the left-hand side, then I'm going to be Frank out. He put Kudus on the left. I was going mad. He started Matthias Tell. Look, as dusty as I believe Villa to be, you can't be starting a team of Odebear and Matthias Tell. I mean, what are we doing? It's like we shot ourselves in the foot. And even then, with that dusty lineup, we still took the lead. But we took the lead not respecting the opposition. But the reason why Spurs lost is because Vicario, I'm out. Vicario must leave my club immediately. He is rubbish. Get me Kelly all day.
He got beat by 2 worldies, Dej. How's Vicario the one that you?
Let me be real.
How's Vicario the scapegoat in this?
My mum could have saved Morgan Rogers' shot, mate. My mum, yeah. It was a great shot. And when Diaz shot, any world-class goalkeeper saves that.
It could not have been more corner.
Villa had 2 shots on goal and scored 2. That's the story of the game. Villa's rubbish.
Clinical.
Villa's rubbish.
And what are you then?
Charlie, you got to understand, yeah? My manager set us up wrong. And let me be real with you. All the losses that Tottenham have taken so far this season has been simply down to Thomas Frank experimentation. But I've seen enough. I can see that under this manager, we are not going to get Champions League football, and we're not winning the league under Frank. And that's
why did you put yourself third then?
Why did you get rid of Ange
Let me tell you,
Champions League football?
Let me explain.
He's just got you that.
I was told that Thomas Frank is a pragmatist. If he's a pragmatist, that means he will put out Tottenham's strongest lineup week in, week out. And if he did that, Tottenham would probably be second right now, if not joint top of the league. But what he's been doing experimentation in the location where he's starting Tell and he's starting the likes of Odebear and he's flip-flapping between Jed Spence and Udogie. That midfield 3 is one of the dustiest midfield 3s I've ever seen in my life. And then we don't know whether Xavi Simons is playing the 10 or on the left. All he needed to do was play the same team that beat City. Put Papsar in the 10, we would be top of the league. But no, he doesn't want to do that. And for that reason, he should get out of my club. That's why Spurs is losing.
Can I just say this? Wolfie, just dead quick.
Yeah, go on.
Just so the audience know and the people in the chat understand. What we're actually hearing from Deji here is what we'd like to call, in psychological terms, delusions of grandeur. Now, delusions of grandeur are also known as grandiosos delusions, expansive of delusion, or a subtype of delusional characterized by the extraordinary beliefs that one a manager is better than he is, omnipotent almost, and the team is going to be wealthier and stronger as a result, or otherwise giving high delusional levels of power and status to a side. So I just think I just need to clear that up for the chat, so they can actually understand the levels of delusion.
Here, Errol. Thank you for that, Errol.
Phenomenal.
Absolutely spot on. You know what's funny in what you just said there, Deji? So you want Papa Don't Preach in the 10, if I heard you right, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So where are you gonna put Xavi Simmons, this twig of a player
Xavi Simmons?
Because I heard all the Spurs fans were crying when he got played on the left.
Let it all work.
Where are you putting him? Just so I know, because I remember you had the shades out when you signed him and everything. So
Xavi Simmons at the moment is not physically strong enough.
He's a twig. Yeah.
He needs to go down. He needs to go into the gym. King Hoddle, I've seen your comment. Sarr is not a 10, but however, when we played Sarr in the 10, we have won. We challenged PSG. We went to the Etihad. We got a win. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why.
We have won, and the first thing you say is we challenged PSG, aka you lost.
It was a 2-2 draw. It was a 2-2 draw, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. It's a speed for penalties don't count. I hear it. Yeah.
I'm saying. I think someone said earlier, if it's not broke, don't fix it. It wasn't broken. We didn't need to rush Xavi
when was Spurs ever fixed
into the starting lineup. We were all right, bro. But the honest truth is, if Billy is going to sit here and be shameless, 2 shots on target, 2 goals.
Well, that's all you need.
Your team is dusty, bro. Like, you really shouldn't be talking to me. You were fortunate to get it over the line. But for me, Thomas Frank needs to sort this crap out. I'm actually slightly happy that we did lose, so that he can go to the drawing board and sort this out. Well, because I've seen under Thomas Frank that when we lose, he tweaks the team. Had we won, we would have been going into the Everton game, the Chelsea game, playing the same dusty lineup, and that lineup ain't good enough.
What the hell do you think is going to change in the next game?
That might be one of the craziest things you've ever said, Dej, and that's saying something.
How can you go into the game when so you've put yourself third. Now within 2 weeks, you're like, nope, we're not getting ahead if we keep Frank. Is that what you're telling me?
You know what it is, Dan? The thing is, yeah, and I feel like I've been done a disservice on this show tonight, because there was a number of things that I've said in this show. I talked about the fact that Ekitike should be starting over Isak. I talked about the fact that Slot is on fraud watch. I've also mentioned that if Bournemouth and Crystal Palace don't suffer any major injuries to their first team, don't be surprised if one of those teams gets into the top 4. In terms of my prediction, I've been absolutely spot on. The issue here with Thomas Frank is that I've seen, with the way that he sets the team up, that he's not serious. And for that reason, I'm saying I want him out. I was hoping.
Who's coming in?
You want to try to? I was hoping.
You're all over the place.
No, hear me out, Errol. Hear me out. Hear me out.
I don't want to hear you out, bro.
Hear me out. I was hoping.
Like, what are we doing? Like, what is football though? What is the point? What's the point though, lad? Because look, at the end of it, when you deep it, yeah, whether you like it or not, he's just been given a bag of dough to bring in players that he wants. If you boot him out the door now in October, whatever manager you choose to bring in, and don't forget, it was not a very long time ago where Spurs had a 14-man hit list of managers that all turned around and said no. So it's not like Spurs have got into a much better position from then till now in order to throw the chest about and say, do you know what? I'm going to go and pick this manager or pick that. Like, some beggars can't be choosing, and this isn't even me just like we're going to say, bro, we're like, no, because listen, I've got Liverpool fans online saying Slot out, and I'm like, Slot's just went and bought a whole host of players like he wants for his style and his system. If you replace him now, what manager's just going to come in and say, yeah, I'm happy with all this, let's just keep
get hands back.
Can I ask you a question? The issue that I'm having is I've seen
You've got no
enough
patience
from Frank already
Your
to
brain's
know.
been fried by the
No,
internet.
listen up.
You've got no patience.
Tottenham is a big six. Tottenham should be challenging for Premier League titles.
Big six by stadium only. By stadium.
When did you last challenge for a title?
I'm not content with 8th or below. No way. And I've seen enough from Frank to know that.
You were 17th last season, shaking it up.
Last season was a freak season, bro. Last season was a freak season, just like
it was a freak season. You won a trophy. That's why it was a freak season. You don't see trophies, bro.
Wolfie, you definitely can't.
Oh, no, I haven't even started on you yet. I haven't even started on you yet.
You definitely can't catch me. But the point I want to make is this: is Tottenham going to win the Prem under Thomas Frank? From what
We're going to win the Prem under any manager.
No, there's no point. There's no point continuing.
But what manager can you get then that you can win the Prem with?
That's not your objective. That's not the table.
No, let him answer, Errol. Who would you get that could win you the Prem that would actually join Tottenham Hotspur?
I think if Tottenham went for Glasner, we could win the Premier League.
You could have went for Glasner. Why didn't you go for him? Why? Why didn't you go for him in the summer?
They did, Errol. That's the beauty of it. They did in the summer, and he said no thanks.
I reckon Tottenham could challenge for the league with Glasner. I've seen enough.
How are you going to get him when he rejected you in the summer, Deji? How are you going to get him? You're worse than you were then.
You asked me a question. I've answered the question. I don't know them.
I could challenge for Rihanna with £1 million in my bank as well.
Yeah. I'm being real.
I don't need them win. I don't need them
Tottenham want to show ambition. We got to get Glasner because Thomas Frank. We're not winning the league with that, brother. So
you're not winning the league with no one.
You're not winning the league. Full stop.
Who finished higher in the table last season? Crystal Palace or was it Brentford?
Crystal Palace or who?
Oh, I love Deji, man. Thomas Frank is not winning us the league.
I didn't look past fourth.
Brentford finished 8th. Palace finished standard 12th.
Okay, so a manager. So right, you got a manager. So you got a manager that finished higher up the table than the next manager that you want, but you have more belief in the other manager that could win you a title. Is that the logic that we're going with right now? I'm just asking.
Yeah, that is the logic. And can I explain the logic? At least.
Errol, could you get a definition up for logic?
Where's Errol gone?
Where's he gone?
Oh, he's dropped.
He heard the word logic and Deji and he went running.
Anyway, I would say Glasner has pedigree. We saw what he did with Frankfurt. He won the Europa League with Frankfurt, and then he's now won the FA Cup with Crystal Palace. That is more than what my manager's done so far. But what I'm saying to you is I don't think Spurs... I think Spurs are just going to be average, and I'm not prepared to be average. I need to be winning majors, and I don't think we win a major.
Who do you think you are? I swear football YouTube's got people twisted up in the dark. I swear to God, I don't know where these people think all of a sudden.
Bro, I just want
look at LB. LB's up there just chilling because he just knows, you know what? Nobody can really say shit to me. Like, even when we're not that great, we still end up in the top 4 because that's what we do. We're City. Everybody else around here right now is talking like they are big time Galacticos in this bitch. And let's be honest, you man are side chicks. You are side chicks.
I'm champions of the world. Hold on, have some respect. Yeah.
You're like a dusty Pamela Anderson. You've already done that. Nobody wants that right now. I'm telling you.
The thing is, on these panel shows, sometimes like there's a lot of cooking, but Deji just has this unique way of being able to cook himself. Like, we don't need to say anything, and he's just cooking himself with what he's saying.
It's all there.
You know, and actually, I think he's a reflection of his fan base, because what Errol said about Spurs is so bang on. This delusion of grandeur that they have, this whole Thomas the Frank engine, choo choo. I thought they were saying choo choo. When you listen to it carefully, they're saying poo poo, because that's exactly what your club is, bro. This guy is Conte 2.0. I said this to you in the summer. Stop calling him Thomas the Frank engine. Call him Frankenstein, man. This is disgusting football that he's producing. I fell asleep in that game. Your XG for that game was 0.75, bro. That's what you've produced. Your home record, share it with the audience, please. How many wins at Shite Hart Lane or whatever you call it now have you had in the last 19 games?
3.
Was it 3?
3. Yeah. You think 3
That's
out of 18
why-
or 3
so
out of 19 should be
have-
challenging for the title at home?
So I don't know why you're having a go at me tonight, because I'm also saying to you,
because you on Saturday couldn't shut up about what you were going to do to Villa. That's why.
I've noticed this, and I am ready to do a Marinakis and make the shift now, because if not, Spurs are going to end up 7th, 8th, and
I wouldn't replicate Marinakis, bro. I wouldn't replicate Marinakis.
That clown, yeah.
Let me be real to move it right, because I think Unai Emery, big up to him, by the way, because everyone said he was dusted and he was going down to 15th, 16th. He's won 5 in a row now, I think it is, Bill. So he's put you right back up to there. And I put Villa in 7th. I was the only one who predicted Villa in 7th, other than Billy, of course, who predicted.
Did I not do that? What did I do?
Actually, you might have, Charlie. Actually, I can't remember now. Let me bring up the.
I reckon I must have.
Many people. I don't think many people put Villa in, right? Or did they?
I got Villa up there. I've got Villa up there.
I had them 7th.
Okay, some people have. Okay, fair play. Now there's quite a few that have actually.
Wait, where's Deji's one? Where's Deji's one?
It was this in London that didn't have. Deji's. He's gone for Liverpool.
Spurs third, Deji.
Spurs third.
What are you smoking,
Deji?
Spurs third.
Oh wait, is that upside down? Is that upside down?
And then we got the This Is London boys. We've got Don, who's gone for Chelsea in 3rd, and Bournemouth up in 7th. And then Lawless has gone Bournemouth 7th as well. So yeah, there's some interesting ones there. And D has gone for Arsenal to win the league, which is
Have you got a City outside the top 4?
Who, me?
Deji already did that. Yes, Deji put City.
Deji's got City in 5th. Wow.
And can I just say that prediction's not too wild, because I think we've all agreed that Haaland is on some mad form. God forbid, we're not wishing bad on the brother, but if he was to get an injury, Man City back to being average.
He'd still find a way.
Dej, where did you have Liverpool last season again?
7th.
Wolfie, do you know what? I've had enough with your.
You kept me on Saturday. You went on and on and on, and then my Midland brothers came up and slapped you in Shite Hart Lane, man. It was poetic.
Well, Villa are 11th. They're now 3 points off the top 4, or whatever it be, Bill. They've gone right back up with a great shout. And to be fair, I thought that goal from Buendia was so good, man. Like the ball from Cash. It was everything with it, man. It was just the whole movement was just class.
Goal of the season, do you reckon?
Well, it's got to be up there.
You know what?
Goal of the season.
Hard to beat.
That Burnley goal, that Burnley brother against Leeds, that's the goal of the season.
Smacked it top bins,
a strike that was.
Wait, Billy, how can you say goal of the season when Deji told you to keep his grandma could have saved it?
That's not the same one. Well, he said
question.
any top keeper should be able to save it, apparently, but it was you could not get more corner without it hitting the post.
Can I ask a genuine question? Do you think, as football fans, we are getting more impatient though across the board?
Of course, yeah,
with players, managers.
I think we've always been, man.
No, but Errol, can I ask you? Errol, can I look? You're so.
And this isn't a dig at you. I'm just asking generally.
I blame you, lot.
Let me fall back with another question. Like legit, all of our jobs here is to support our teams. We want to see our teams be the very best. As an outsider looking in, do you think Tottenham can compete for the league under Thomas Frank?
I know. I haven't seen enough of a sample size of what Frank can do at Spurs compared to all the other failed managers.
Nobody can compete. Nobody can.
The only person that did was Pochettino, and that was nearly 10 years ago now. So, I don't know. People tell me, you're entitled, you're Liverpool fans, Scousers this, Scousers that. That's your job in the chat.
Spurs squad ain't good enough, man.
But
no, they're not good enough.
The Spurs club isn't good enough. Forget the squad, man. Like
Spurs, you're not going to be here next season. How about that? Hold that, bro.
What are you going to be in? What are you going to be in? What are you going to be in?
Yeah, we'll be honest.
Be careful what you're saying. Be careful what you're saying, Dej. Be careful what you're saying.
Yeah, Dej, what are you going to be in? You said you can see yourself finishing 8th under Thomas Frank. I quote you. You said that earlier on. Did you not?
I could see it, and I'm not going to be happy.
So what are you going to be in then, Dej? Because 8th is in Europe, my friend.
Bro, I've already told you where my stance is. Unless Tottenham is competing for the Prem, I'm not here to waste time.
Nice deflection. How are you making this show next season if you finish 8th? Please explain. You gonna say Champions League?
We'd have to win the FA Cup or something, but I don't know how realistic that is. To be
You could win the Carabao.
Or Carabao, yeah. Win a Carabao.
You got Newcastle in the Carabao next week. Good luck. Away. You winning that.
Wolfie, can I remind you of something? It looks very likely that Sean Dyche could be at the helm by the end of this week.
It's done.
Yeah,
it's
you
done,
know
bro.
what? You know what?
It's done. Yeah, he's done.
But you know what? Sean Dyche is just a ginger version of Thomas Frank, bro. So whatever boat I'm in, you're in.
Mate.
Before we come to Wolfie, Billy, are you finishing above Tottenham this year?
I think we will do.
Deji?
Yeah. There's a reason I haven't put them in the top 7.
But I'll be honest, despite how Thomas set Spurs up, we were actually the better team. Like real talk, we were the better team.
I don't know. I thought it was a very, very, very. First of all, I thought both teams were poor quality, but I thought it was. I thought there's not much between the two sides. I don't think either team really deserved to win, but Aston Villa come up with the quality. I don't think you deserve to win at all, Dej.
Spurs offered very little.
You can argue that Tottenham, that was Aston Villa's strongest lineup. Spurs didn't. We didn't start.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
But that's why irrelevant. That's why I'm pissed, because I think if we started with our strongest team, we beat Villa.
What was the strongest team you should have started with then, Dej?
We should have had Papsar.
Papsar should have been on. I think Bergvall should have been on.
We should have started with Richarlison.
Richarlison?
Don't laugh.
Can't even keep a
straight face. I know you don't believe the shit you're saying. You don't believe the shit you're saying. I know. Yeah, I've got brothers. I know what they look like when they're chatting.
I don't like how you man are dealing with me this evening, bro. You're dealing with yourself, bro. I don't like it, yeah. Legitly, you start Richarlison over Tell. Come on, let's not be stupid.
Yeah, you do. You do. Yeah,
that's like saying, do you want diarrhea or do you want constipation, bro? I mean, seriously, what are you doing here? Which one of those wins you the league title?
Say what you want to say. Tottenham didn't start with their strongest team. That's why I'm pissed. He's doing this rotation in the location, and it's not working.
I gotta be real, right? Lastly, on Spurs, quickly, I think you've got like 4 players that are good. Like the rest of the team is dusty, bro. Like real talk, Dej. Like I think Van der Ven on his day is decent. I think Kudus is a very good player. Xavi Simons has got something about him, although he stunk out the gaff for the last few games. Perhaps Stars may be underrated, and you've obviously got Paulinho who's come in, but then I'm starting to dry up a little
Romero's
bit.
Okay.
You got Kudus as well. Let's not forget Kudus. Solanke's been injured. Solanke comes back.
Solanke's not for me, man.
Remember, we got Kulusevski, Madders, who are long-term injuries. That's a shame. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not a complete disaster, but I think the real issue for Spurs this season that no Spurs fan really wants to have a conversation about is our goalkeeper. Our goalkeeper has let us down big time.
Hey, you want Sanchez? We can give you Sanchez if you want.
No, Charlie. They got a keeper on the bench called Kinky. Why don't you play a bit of kinkiness? Do you remember when he played Liverpool, Errol, and they were telling the whole world, "Look at this player with his feet."
Oh,
and all
yeah.
Stuff. Yeah, do you remember that one?
That kinky brother. Well, look, man, we'll move next. Well, there's a couple of super chats, and then we'll move. Here we go. Charlie says, "Hands up if you think Liverpool will get 90 plus." No, I don't think. I'm not sure that anyone will actually this season. It might actually be one of those.
I think it's 80s.
In the 80s, I agree with LB. Never says, I'm actually glad we never got Xavi. It would have been another Werner and Kai situation. I'm not a fan of us going to Germany for players. German tax, no. Nave also says, well, then again, Gittins. Yeah, I was just going to say, Gittins is another £50 million. I'm not sure about him, to be fair. Why is Errol saying that Arsenal were 9 points ahead of City and bottled it when we was 5? City had a game in hand and we had Holden at the back. It was actually 5 points clear with a game in hand. Sorry, 8 points clear, and City had a game in hand, so that it went to 5 when they won their game in hand. And yes, we did have Holden in the back, and I'll never forget that 4-1. It was a disgrace. Naval says, let's all agree that Spurs are shit and Forest are shit. What a discovery of the obvious. I feel like genius.
You're only 50% right.
That is quite funny. That is quite funny. Okay, talking of the last game to discuss, Forest and Chelsea, we've got to discuss that.
So Sean Dyche is now the emerging favourite for the role at Forest. I'm done with the season. My worst nightmare is coming true. The Ginger Steve Cooper is about to be, or at the very least, the front runner for this job. As it's revealed that Mancini, a deal couldn't be agreed. That Marco Silva is probably not leaving Fulham until the summer. So this idiot here, I don't even want to look at his face. I don't want to look at his face. Is now the front runner. I'm Dyche out. He hasn't even signed yet, but I'm Dyche out, and I'll be Dyche out until he gives me some form of reason to be Dyche in. I'll just about right now back Marinakis. Edu can do one. Sirianis can do one as well. End the season.
Sam, you're fucking evil, Sam. You are evil, Sam. I used to like you, Sam.
End the season. Wow.
Oh, they're so good.
I thought Marinakis was the man that could do no wrong.
What's that famous saying? We always win. Well, guess what, mate? You've had more managers than wins this season. 1 win, 3 managers.
Oh,
fucking hell, Charlie! You're like the little geek in the playground that hangs around the kids.
No, you're going to be sitting there. You're not going to
use that earlier, and you're like, "Oh, I'm proud about."
You're going to sit there and you're going to listen to what all of us have said about your sorry club, and then you'll have your say. Yeah.
Cook him, Charlie.
And
Charlie, you know what? Because you was the one that handed them. Yeah, go. Yeah,
because I didn't even care about the game. I'm not even that asked about the game. And in fairness, well, we'll give Wolfie credit. He didn't give his team any chance of winning, and that's fair enough. But I'm not really that asked about talking about the game and the win. It was light work. The first half was poor from us, and Forest probably should have scored a couple. And then we just turned up in the second half, and they collapsed in the first 6 minutes, and it was job done. But the more interesting thing, I think it's important we talk about the state of Forest, and I think it's also important, guys, that we remember that we treasure these moments, because Wolfie won't be with us next season. You know, this is his farewell tour.
Am I dying?
It's your farewell tour, mate. You're not in Europe next season. You won't be on the show next season. So you've got to enjoy these moments. We all need to enjoy these moments, because it's never happening again. You will never make Europe again. You're done now. That's it. This is your farewell.
Is that third star not coming, Charlie?
No, the third
star not on its way.
The third star's not coming. No, Wolfie, it's a shame that it's had to end like this, because you had such a good season last season, and then you're talking about we're going to win the Europa League, we're going to get our third star, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're finishing top 6. Now you're in the relegation zone. You snitched on Crystal Palace, and look at this karma that's all come back round to haunt you. And it's a wonderful poetic, justice almost that your downfall has happened this season. It's a real shame, and your owner, who you praise so highly, it's got it so wrong. You're talking about Edu out, who's only just arrived. You're talking about a third manager. You've gone from Nuno to Ange to Sean Dyche. What you got any words to say about your owner? This is the guy that can do this guy can do no wrong, apparently. The Greek father, he always wins.
He said he can do no wrong.
Well, a lot of Forest fans, and you said you're still backing him, despite the fact that he single-handedly made your club an absolute joke this season and a laughing stock.
Can I jump in there?
Go on, Errol.
Yeah, please come in, Errol.
Because this is the maddest thing, yeah. And again, Wolfie, I'm not even sorry that it had to be you, because you deserve it more than anybody else. I think the chat will agree. Let's just be honest about that. You do deserve it. But last season, one of my mantras as the Liverpool fan, despite how good the season was going for us, was I'm just enjoying the moment, because I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. You, on the other hand, my friend, was thinking about tomorrow. You hadn't even secured the Champions League bag, and you was thinking about tomorrow. And we tried to tell you, we tried to rein it in, speaking from experience, speaking from being there and done that, having certain T-shirts. We said to you, bro, what he's just went and done on that pitch, demoralising his manager, demoralising those players, that is going to have a snowball effect to the relationship going. Now, He was right to do this at the time. He's right to be angry and come down. Nuno, okay, that's fine. He's the guy with the money. He's the money guy. So he is ultimately the one that's going to take all accountability. Well, he has to take accountability in the here and now. Charlie might have made a joke. It might have been a dad joke, but you can't have 3 managers and have only pulled out 1 or 2 wins for the season. That's just embarrassing. What? Bro,
1 win.
I respect it, Errol.
I think this is an absolute massive L from Maranatha.
Massive L, bro.
Has completely ruined it. I thought with Nuno, I looked at Forest and thought they're going to be seriously difficult to beat in the next couple of years. Then it went to Andrew, we all laughed. And I understand that Forest were like, we'll see what it was. But I knew deep down, no Forest guy wants this guy. Let's just be real. No. Then you bring in now Sean Dyche, which tells me that they believe Forest are in a relegation fight. That's what it tells me. Let's just not go down. So when Wolfie's saying we're going to come sick there to Tottenham and win this Europa League and then go and get your 3rd star, with Sean Dyche, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen, brother. No, so before I bring Wolfie in, let the other 3 lads have their say on this. Billy, what are you saying about Marinakis, Dyche and Forest, bruv?
I just want to hear Wolfie admit that Marinakis, or Mr. Marinakis, as he is to all of us, has seriously fucked up.
He threw the baby out with the bathwater, Bill.
Yeah. Did you know what's mad as well, by the way? Wolfie had the audacity to sit here a few weeks ago and say that he's seen signs under Ange that they could win games. The audacity to sit here and say that.
What's wrong with that audacity?
Because it sounds like you're getting paid in brown envelopes.
Wait,
that's what that level of audacity is. It sounds like you're on the payroll for Marinakis. Yeah. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like his hand is in an area. No, it's true. His hand is in an area that is controlling your voice box.
He's bought me lunch once, but that's about it. You know what I'm saying?
LB, I'll let you come in on this, brother.
We all told him anyway. But yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel like Wolfie is overcompensating now with this Dyche news for his delusion at the start of the season.
100%.
When we all told him that this Ange thing was going to be a disaster.
Yeah.
And Wolfie was sitting there. He wasn't calling it out. Yeah, he was telling us that we were stupid. And now he's realised that actually we were all right. He's now overcompensating for Dyche. Who actually, I think Dyche will probably do an okay job at Forest.
He'll make them hard to beat.
Bro, Wolfie
might stay up.
He was so wrong at the start of the season. He couldn't accept he was so wrong. Now he's overcompensating. Facts.
Deji, you can have your say, brother.
Yeah. Oh, he's still on a speaking ban. He's still on a speaking ban. Don't let this one.
I need to speak on this.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Nottingham Forest this season is the classic tale of Little Red Riding Hood. And, the wolf with no teeth. Yeah, Wolfie. Let's just be honest. I think the thing that really pissed me off is that we were trying to help. We were saying, why is your manager getting involved? Nuno had done a good job. But the problem with fans like Wolfie, apart from the 5 minutes of fame, is they have what we call the goldfish moment. They forget themselves. He actually thought he was part of the table. And I blame all of you guys. I first of all blame all of you for welcoming Wolfie and also for allowing him to feel for a second that he was part of this table. You were never part of this table.
I respected Nuno. I respected what Nuno was doing last season. I said to Potts, why have we got a Forest fan? We've done it for other fans before. I didn't expect him to bring this fool. Nobody said nobody signed that off, bro.
And then what made it worse is that Wolfie came out to back all the stuff that Marinakis was doing. He then told me that Ange always wins in his second season and that he's guaranteed to win a trophy this season.
He only just made it to a second month.
You guys read out to me Delusions of Grandeur. I don't know how any Nottingham Forest fan could even... They should be haps that they were in some sort of Europe. Like the fact that you were even top 10, you should have been over the moon. You should have been skipping. Bloody hell. And then what we have now is that Nottingham Forest have been put back in their place. Let's be real. out of all the managers that Nottingham Forest, a Premier League team, could have got, they could have even gone for the Brighton manager. They've gone for Sean Dyche. That just tells you the levels of where you were. We told you this. Now you've got it. And now,
do you know what's great, Deji? I was watching Wolfie stream after the game in the car on the way home. And he had the audacity to put Cesc Fabregas in a managerial shortlist on his poll on his channel. The delusion. Errol, can we just have that delusion?
Well, wasn't it not Wolfie before who was telling Errol not to be shopping in those sort of shops?
Yeah, what shops are you shopping in? Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's a bit ironic, isn't it?
What, you think Shitty Como is a high
No,
shop?
no, you've been...
I think your shit, bro.
No, your shit, bro. You need to know your place. You need to know your place.
All right, you all done? You all done with your bullshit?
No, bullshit.
No,
Whoa.
Not a single word that has been said in the last 5 minutes has been anything.
Oh, has it not? Has it not?
No,
the thing
no.
is, no, because you just heard Dej going on about goldfish memories, which is what you lot have. Because on this very show, towards the end of the last season, what were you all saying? Nuno's been found out. His style is done. Forest have been found out. It's not sustainable. Yet now in the YouTube style that you lot do is, okay, oh, you should have stuck with Nuno. You had a good thing going on with Nuno. Nuno's entered the season as worse than Forest start to this season, by the way. So what the hell are you lot talking about? The fact that you think Nuno shouldn't have got sacked tells me you don't know nothing about football or you don't know what happened with the whole Nuno thing. Secondly,
he had to go. His position became untenable, but it wasn't because of just the poor form. It was because of the breakdown in relationship between him and the board.
Yeah,
correct.
And the owner.
So why would anyone sit here and say you should have? So should Forest have kept Nuno? Does anyone think Forest should have kept Nuno?
Well, not in those
Nuno in that position. Nuno got put in a compromised position because of the owner. What was going on the pitch could have still been salvaged. Yet you wouldn't have got the fairy tale ending that you wanted last season, and that would have been a disappointment. But in the grand scheme of things, this is what I'm saying about. Instead, enjoying the moment. Your best season in the Premier League, take away the banter. Your best season away in the Premier League for a long time was last year. You weren't able to truly enjoy that for what it was because you were trying to future plan a future that was never going to come to fruition, and you've just robbed yourself of a good 12 months. And as a fan, I just don't get that.
Coming from you, Errol. This is rich coming from you.
I was the one that was living in the moment. I lived in the moment last season.
No, because when we're talking to you about this season and saying how crap you are and everything, you're there. Oh, we're only 8 games in. We're only 8 games. If you're 8 games in, I'm 8 games in. Dej is 8 games in. Everyone else is 8 games in.
8 games in with 3 managers. You are 8 games in.
One win. Proofing now is looking ahead, man. We're 8 games in. Unless you're going to say Liverpool are done in the title race, then fine. I'll let you carry on with your narrative.
What did I say to you this morning?
Go on.
I thought you don't want him to share private messages.
You already fucking said it now. I already said Liverpool are done in the title race. What do you want me to do?
Oh, so you are looking ahead. Make your mind up. Should I be looking ahead or looking at the moment?
You just got overexcited, basically. That's the problem here. You got overexcited, and now the reality is now dawned on you that you're not what you thought you were. And this is what you are now.
I haven't got overexcited.
But you got overexcited. You got overexcited. You were talking about 3rd stars. You were talking about winning trophies. You were talking about finishing top 6. You got overexcited. You know, you saw the light for a moment, and it.
And who was the guy that gave you that chest? Who was the guy that gave you all that talk?
Me.
He means Nuno.
Nuno was the guy that gave you
Nuno?
that. Nuno is the reason you're in the position that you were.
No, he's not.
Nuno's the reason that you're in the Europa League.
No, he's not. Marinakis is the reason we are where we are, Billy. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you're right. He is, because without Marinakis, you might have still got Champions League. But because of Marinakis' interferences, you are where you are because of him.
You do realise, Errol, that interference happened after full time, where Nuno messed up against Leicester. Yeah.
Can we also ask
how many games did you still have left to go and actually close out top 4?
Yeah. Okay. All right. So run that narrative then. That shows you how weak Nuno is. If he got scared off by his owner and did what? Couldn't sort the players out.
He got cooked in public.
in 4K for
Okay,
millions of people
so
to
good.
watch.
It showed he's got weak character then. So he got
Well,
found out.
Can I just ask something, right? If this
Marinakis
is like this absolute god, right? Why did he wait a whole 2 weeks in an international break, give Ange a game that he was never going to win, and then sack him in the tunnel? What a complete waste of everyone's time.
Okay, so where have I said he should have done that?
I'm asking why. I'm asking why.
You're actually stating stuff that I've called out. Believe it or not, Charlie. I mean, I'm not on his payroll. Okay.
No, I'm not saying you are. I'm just asking for an explanation.
I will call it out. He shouldn't have hired Ange. He was correct to fire Ange, but he was incorrect to fire Ange after the international break, where he's wasted 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And the next thing is he shouldn't have hired Sean Dyche. Fuck me.
How many games are you giving Sean Dyche?
0.
You're giving him 0 games.
What? No. You need to explain this. What are you talking about?
So hold on, right? So let's say, right, if Sean Dyche does what Ange does, right, and wins no games in the next 8, should he be sacked?
Yes.
Yeah.
So then you're going to have a 4th manager.
I accept that. If he doesn't win a game in 8 games,
why is that some like mic drop moment for you, Charlie?
No,
I'm just
clarifying. But so you're going to have you then go to a 4th manager before January.
Here's a question: what are the minimum expectations for Sean Dyche for you to be like, right, I can get behind this?
Stay up.
There are no expectations with Sean Dyche.
No.
You know what? I can't even look at him. He's so ugly.
On that video, you said, I'm Sean Dyche out until
he shows me something. Yeah.
And luckily, Sam didn't clip the next bit. Because I believe if he wins the league, I want him gone. I don't want Sean Dyche.
So if he finishes second...
No. If he finishes first, I would sack him. And then get a better manager.
This is ridiculous.
Bro, this manager is so boring. I'm not here for the boring manager. I had to go through Cooper.
It's
with
not
that
even
crap.
worth the airtime, is it?
Exactly. It's not worth it. Like I said, I'm done with this season. My enjoyment this season is now watching the likes of Spurs collapse, watching see who wins the title race, and just see maybe Forest win the Europa League. But under Dyche, can you imagine Dyche in Europe?
That's a sad existence and a far cry from where you was last season. And
Correct.
This is
why that's what Sean Dyche does to you. That's what Sean Dyche does.
But we all told him, Errol, last year that this was going to be a short-lived, chest out situation for him.
So why didn't he want to live in the moment? Why didn't he want to embrace and enjoy?
Because of the 2 stars that he's got above his badge, he feels like this was the but they were back.
I hate
to
you jealous
normal.
because you've only got how many? One?
I'm not jealous, bro. I'm chilling. You know what I mean? I'm chilling.
Would you rather have 1 or 2?
Did you?
LB's the only guy on this panel that is chilling. No one can say.
You know what? There's more chance of LB getting relegated
than
me. Let's be real here. 1-1-5 and all that. Yeah?
And furthermore, there was an East and a West Germany back when they had those trophies. So a lot has changed, bro.
There was you say there was 2 Germanys when
they were champions of Europe. Yeah,
two Germanys.
Wow. I know.
We're discounting some of your stars then.
No, it's not about discounting them. It's not about discounting them. But
sounds like you are, because I think you got 4 of those from there, haven't you?
Mate, you've got the playoff. You've got the playoff trophy plastered round your ground next to the European Cup.
Okay.
Why are you showing off? Why are you showing off?
You've got the Conference League trophy plastered on your forehead in some of your pictures, mate, that I've seen of you. Like, what are you doing?
Mate, seriously. I've completed Europe, mate. That's something you'll never do.
You ain't Jay from the In-Betweeners, bro. Like, seriously, stop spinning that narrative. Because I can turn this back on you and ask you, are you going to have a better season than last year? We can do that whole talk again.
This is not about me. This is not about me.
Okay, stop saying dumb shit then.
No, I'm just asking why you're celebrating the playoff win at your ground.
So do you understand what the definition of a trophy cabinet is?
Oh, mate, definitely more than you do.
What goes in a trophy cabinet? What goes in a trophy cabinet?
Relics where you're concerned.
Yeah.
Relics where you're concerned.
Bro, you got 4 of those relics, man. What are you talking about?
Bro. I'm just talking about where you're concerned.
What about this question, Wolfie, from Jen? Wolfie, if Dyche wins you the Europa League, will you want him sacked afterwards?
Of course he would. Of course he would.
I do not want Sean Dyche It's
So
it's hilarious. It's hilarious to hear the Forest fans that are all Dyche in. Do you know why? Because as assistant managers are Ian Wone and Steve Stone. Fuck it, with how shit some of the players have been this season, put Ian Wone on the pitch, man. Let him take a free kick.
What? Why can't you just give him a chance?
What do you mean? Why can't I give him a chance?
Yeah, why
I
can't you
don't,
for a chance?
I don't hire and fire them.
You're just immediately writing him off.
Because I know Sean Dyche. All right, what do you think Sean Dyche can do at Forest, Billy?
Keep you up.
I think keep you up for starters, but I also think he'll make you a lot harder to beat than what you were under Ange.
Okay, I'm sold. I'm sold, mate. That
mate,
sounds really exciting.
But it's got to be. Yeah, it's got to be better than what you were watching.
That's so much better than losing every single game.
Okay, is that what you got to offer?
What did Dyche do with Burnley? He kept them up and then he put them into the Europa League. Am I correct?
Yeah, they were Europa League. Yeah,
like fucking 8 years ago.
He did a good job at Everton as well. Other than the end, he did a pretty decent job.
Other than the end.
The end.
What did he do that was so amazing?
Well, they were just solid, mate. That's what you need to be.
They were solid. They were solid. They scored 0.8 goals last season under him and conceded 1.2 per game, and he had a 20% win ratio. I don't know what your definition of solid is, but I don't think
you're looking at the end of his reign. I just mean in general, he wasn't that bad there.
Forest, at the minute, Forest just need solidity in defence and not conceding goals. That's what Sean Dyche will bring. He will make you a hard team to beat. I'm not saying that he's going to go on and win you the Europa League and do this, that, and the other, but he will keep you up and he will make you a hard team to beat. And by making you a hard team to beat means he will win games.
Okay, do you think the fact
that you're just writing him off immediately is
do you think any other manager that came in, any other kind of name that was being bandied around, do you think they would have gone down in Forest?
What do you mean?
As in, let's just say you had Mancini and Silva with the other two they were talking to. If either of those come in, do you think Forest would get relegated?
No.
Okay, so what is Dyche offering me that is that X factor?
The fact that he's taken your club over.
Maybe you couldn't get the other names. Maybe the other names didn't.
Mate, you couldn't get Mancini. Mancini
said, "I don't want to go to Forest."
The fact Mancini was even mentioned is just baffling.
Man, you couldn't agree a deal with Mancini. You couldn't agree a deal.
Yeah, he wanted like crazy money.
Well, yeah, because he needs to be remunerated for that job. Like he's not going to come and do it.
Man, he's still living off his oil money from Saudi.
That's how it works. If I don't want to, everything's got a price. Yeah. If I'm offered a job at Barcelona, I'm going there like whatever they offer me. If I'm offered a job at some shit club, I want a big cash. I'm not being funny, mate, but Mancini probably says, "I'll go Forest. Yeah, everything's got a price, but I want big cash, and you're not going to pay the cash." So now you go for Dyche.
Would go to Barca for less money than you think you're worth?
Of course.
Yes.
Barcelona, mate.
The Barca offer you a $5, you're turning up here.
Yeah, I would. If Barcelona offer me £5 to play for Barcelona, I'm going Barcelona,
It would literally cost you more to fly there and back.
Yeah, but that's the best matter.
Billy's got us on Disney, so
yeah, exactly. Good. Jet 2, mate, it'll be free.
Yeah, man. Jet 2
holiday, my dog.
It'll be free.
Where should this Forest team finish? Where should this Forest squad actually finish?
Brilliant question.
Mid-table.
Mid-table is where they
10th to 13th, right?
With Dyche? Are you saying with Dyche?
No, I'm
talking your squad of players at the minute. I'm just talking pure squad of players.
But you've actually got a decent squad. This is the thing. You've actually got a decent squad. There are some quite good players in there, but they're just all performing terribly.
Yeah, I mean, if you take Morgan Gibbs-White out of the team, we think we could finish 6th with this squad. If you put Morgan Gibbs-White in the team, pick a number.
Potts, can you do a poll in the chat? Have you got the facility?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, poll in the chat. Who is more deluded, Wolfie or Deji?
Well, Deji's not here to defend, and Errol as well.
Defend himself.
I'll go Wolfie, to be honest. I think Wolfie's the most delusional one, to be honest.
He doesn't need to.
I'm not the one sitting here saying I'm winning the league this season like Deji was, bro. What are you talking about?
No, but you've got to accept your historical delusion early in the season when you was backing Ange. Looking back now, is that the most stupid thing you've ever done in your life?
Hold on. No, LB. So when I backed Ange, I was told not to back Ange. And when I'm saying I don't give a shit about Sean Dyche, I'm being told to back Sean Dyche.
So yeah, so hang on a minute. That makes no sense. So a manager that finished literally 17th with Tottenham Hotspur last year,
is what
Tottenham
Sean
Hotspur,
Dyche does.
You backed, but now Sean Dyche, you don't want to back.
I don't want to back Sean Dyche.
Even though Ange finished 17th last year, you backed him.
Ange is a better manager than Sean Dyche.
Yeah, but Ange was at Tottenham Hotspur, Wolfie, and he finished 17th.
Yeah, and he won them the first trophy.
He looked
That's an outrageous thing to say.
He lost
about
22
a better
games.
manager than Sean
You don't do
Dyche.
the you only do majors anyway. So like Europa League don't matter to you.
No, it does. It gets me into the major.
Whoa.
You're back.
What's he doing here?
I can't believe what I just heard. I can't believe what I just heard. I can't believe
Your
what I just
delusion,
heard.
Wolfie.
I can't believe that.
What bit?
What bit?
There's been a lot of shit chat here tonight, lads.
How have we gone from we're going to win the Champions League last season to now Sean Dyche in charge of your club? How has that happened?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Mr. Marinakis. Mr. Marinakis is the reason.
It's all part of the plan. The Greek father, he always wins. This is the plan.
All I'm hoping is that it hasn't been announced tonight and some miracle has happened overnight and fucking Sam Allardyce comes in instead.
No,
you know what? I'll take Southgate over him. I'll take Southgate over him.
I love it. The amount of shit you've given me in the past. Oh, if you get Southgate, you're ruined. And you're now saying you would rather Gareth Southgate at your club.
Correct.
This is how far people fall.
I haven't fallen. I've never rated Sean Dyche. I never will.
You've fallen a big fall, mate.
Mate, my chair's still in the exact same height.
No, mate, you've fallen.
And it's still going. It's still going.
You're in the bottom three. You're in the bottom three.
I've got
and do you think that means what?
Love Errol.
Take care, bro.
I on this.
Wait. Huh?
Because we're doing the whole Greek thing.
Yeah.
Your manager, hubris. Google that. Your owner, not even manager, the manager guy, the top gaffer, the Marinakis, Greek word, hubris. Google that one.
Errol, I am a Greek, bro. I do know that.
So you know that as well, then.
You know, so you must know then.
So you know about hubris, yeah? Does it apply?
No.
You lying bastard. You lying bastard. I'm out of here. Peace.
Take care, bro.
When I'll go ask you, Charlie, so what does being 18th after 8 games mean? Do you think Forest are going down?
Well, they could do.
Okay, so do you think Bournemouth are in a title race?
No, probably not.
Do you know how stupid you just sound?
No, but the reason why you're in a relegation battle...
No, do you understand that you just contradicted your own logic?
No.
No, you didn't. Explain how.
My logic is the fact that you are sitting in the bottom three, you've won one game all season, you're on your third manager, and you've brought in a manager that specializes in keeping teams up. Therefore, that means, mate, that you are planning.
Play your logic out and then explain with that logic how Bournemouth are not in a title race.
Because Bournemouth won't win the title. They could be in a race right now.
Do you see how your logic contradicts itself?
They won't maintain it, mate. The thing is, mate, you're just trying to deflect here from the fact that you know that you've bought
I'm just showing you how stupid you are.
No. You've bought a manager in to keep you up. That's why you've appointed Sean Dyche to keep you up.
He looks tired. Wolfie, you look so tired.
I am tired.
You look so tired. Where's this energy gone?
I'm tired. Wolfie, Sean Dyche does it to you, man. How much? He's already broken me.
How much longer do you back Mr. Marinakis for?
I thought you were going to say how much longer do you give Dyche?
He's already gone.
He's already gone. He's already gone.
He's Dyche out already.
What else does Mr. Marinakis have to do to you, Wolfie, for you to turn on him?
Reappoint Steve Cooper.
Mate, you love Marinakis, man. He's never going to do that, Wolfie. And do you know what?
You know what? They looked at him, Potts. They fucking looked at him in the international break.
Oh my god!
Right? Yeah, if he was out of a job,
if he crossed that line, me and him were done.
If he was out of a job, then it could have been very possible.
Thank fuck for Bromby.
Who did you actually realistically think that you would get that
I
wasn't?
wanted Silva. I wanted Silva from the moment Nuno stepped away. I wanted Silva, and that would have been the one I wanted. He doesn't want to move mid-season. Look, joking aside, what I think Marinakis is doing here is appointing Sean Dyche till the end of the season to then get Silva, who is out of contract. Sean Dyche got scared and he was like, I can't only do 1 year. I need when you sack me another year's payout. So they've agreed a 2-year deal. Well, as in to the end of next season. Sean Dyche won't be manager at Forest starting next season. And if he is, he can go fuck
What's his reputation like at getting clubs out of the Championship? Has he got
he's got good pedigree, mate.
He's done it with Burnley, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Might be the man you need.
Why? Are you sniffing for him next season?
Dan, they're long-term planning here. They're sort of thinking we're fucked here. So we've got someone that could either keep us up potentially, or if he goes down, he'll stay with us, and he's got the experience of getting teams out.
Okay, so I'll ask you again, Charlie. Are Forest going down? I want it on the record from Charlie. Are Forest going down?
Maybe.
No. I want to
Don't do that, Charlie. Don't do that.
Are Forest going down?
I don't think they will actually.
No, they probably won't.
Wolfie, let me ask you this. What's more likely, Chelsea winning the Premier League or Forest going down?
Forest going down.
Yeah.
Because you're talking about a possibility versus an impossibility there, Dan.
World champions though, Wolfie.
Mate, didn't you knock out the world champions? Correct. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
2-1. Poor.
Yeah, look, I don't think Forest are going down, but I don't know what your Mr. Marinakis guy is thinking, if I'm honest with you. I've got to be real. But look, let's come to a close. Real quick question for you, Charlie. Maresca, just got to ask you this quickly, just you. Don't have to get everyone else involved. But Maresca, I don't really know what he was doing, if I'm honest. Like, the starting lineup was a bit odd for me. Your midfield was just strange. Like, Santos was a bit odd, Gusto, like, in midfield. That don't work, bruv. I know it kind of halved it against Liverpool or whatever, but I don't think that is the way forward. I would have personally gone with that Mark Guiu up front.
Yeah, he should have played. He should have started.
And then I'd have had João Pedro in the 10 and then Lavia and Santos. That's what I would have done, man. Because your midfield, I just felt your midfield for the first half was getting battered by Forest. Like,
no, mate, we were terrible in the first half. And yeah, look, that didn't work out. And in fairness to him, he rectified it, made the triple sub at half time, and then that did make the difference.
Who was one of the subs that went off, Charlie? Just asking.
Oh, what Garnacho was shit.
Oh, man, he was
he was dreadful. He was terrible.
Do you know he beat Nico Williams twice, and both times it's because he miscontrolled the ball.
Yeah, no, Garnacho was poor, and he was rightfully hooked at half time. Yeah, he was awful. But no, look, the Gusto in midfield thing was a bit weird. Like, if Caicedo was there, it wouldn't have been that bad because Caicedo just runs in midfield.
Doing as well, Gusto. Like, bro, that was a crazy moment.
Yeah. I mean, there's no need to be lunging in like that. I know it's like if he's mistimed it, but it's just stupid. You don't need to be doing that. A free up, there's like 3 minutes left. But look, the setup wasn't quite right in the first half, and luckily Forest were poor in front of goals. We didn't get punished, and then
I don't know how they didn't score, man.
Mate, they should have scored.
Well, that's what I've been telling you a lot about Gibbs White that no one believes me about. He can't shoot.
Yeah. But
Jesus should have scored.
Jesus should have scored as well.
I'll tell you what, there was some stupidity. Like, I love Anderson. He's quality. Why did he fake kick in instead of shooting? And then Sangare decides to dummy the ball as well when there's no one behind him where he could have just shot. It's like some of the dumbest decision making. Sorry, I'll let you carry on, Charlie. But here's a stat for you. Forest had 60 shots under Ange and scored 1 goal. That's how shit the finishing has been.
Mate, Chris Wood's dusted now. He's had his one and done season, and
he's back with his boyfriend now, though, isn't he, Sean Dyche? So.
Yeah, well, maybe that's why Dyche has come in to get him some goals. But look, we weren't amazing, by the way, and it probably weren't a 3-0 game, but we got the goals when we needed them, and he made the change at the break, and that made the difference. But yeah, look, we can't be setting up like that again or playing that badly in a first half against a better team, because we'll be 1 or 2 goals down and in big trouble. But luckily we were playing Forest, so it wasn't a major problem for us.
And do you still think they'll be 15 points plus behind the winners?
Yeah, I do.
Wow.
I do.
Really, LB?
I think they'll finish 15 points behind whoever wins the title, yeah.
Wow, that many. I mean,
Charlie's
look,
giving you a death stare there.
No, look, I don't think we'll be 15 points behind, but look, we're obviously we're not winning the league, but I think we'll be closer than we were last season. We were 15 points behind
So
last.
what are you doing this season?
We're going to win a trophy. That's what we're doing.
Which one?
Anyone other than the league.
Champions League, then.
I'm not saying we're going to win the Champions League, but if we did, it wouldn't surprise me.
You're kind of not saying anything
It's
right
fucking
now.
surprise me if you were the Champions League.
Now you've gone down to 1 of 2.
No. I think we can all admit here, right, that we're decent. We're a cup side, right, and we've shown that we can win. The big trophies. For me, I'm not saying we're going to win the Champions League, but
which big trophy did you win last year?
How have you proved that you can win the big trophies?
We've proven that we can beat the best teams in a.
No. Go back to your statement, the big trophy statement.
Well, big trophy. We've won a Club World Cup. We've obviously previously won. I know in a different carnation. We previously won Champions League.
You didn't add previously into your statement, so don't insert it now. Which big trophy were you talking about under the reign of this manager?
Club World Cup.
We got a Club World Cup, mate. Don't be a hater.
So you're counting friendlies. So you're doing a D. You're counting basically a community shield.
Well, it's not a community shield, though, is it?
It's the same weight.
It's the same weight, is it? Interesting.
Charlie, if one of us would have won that Club World Cup, you'd have sat here and said it's nothing, it's pointless.
No, I wouldn't have been that shameless.
Absolutely would have.
No, I wouldn't have done.
I've seen you on the live chat, mate. I've seen you on the WhatsApp group chat. You are definitely that shameless. You've just gone from saying we win trophies, and straight away shit the bed and gone from 4 that you could potentially win to 2. So
no, hold on, because we're not winning the Premier League. I can accept that. We're not winning the Premier League.
So you're winning the Champions League?
Probably not, but it wouldn't surprise me if we did.
So it's 2 trophies then?
It's two trophies. We'll win.
Which one of those is
one
the
of
big
the
trophy?
You mean?
Yeah, we'll win a domestic cup, one of them ones. Whether it's a Carabao, whether it's the FA Cup, we'll win one of those, and hopefully we will.
Is that not a bit of a fall off though, Charlie? Club World Champions to winning a Carabao Cup.
And Dan, ask him how much they spent in the summer to win that. If they win it,
how much, Charlie?
No, I think we spent about 300 million in the summer.
So Dan, by the way, I've missed you because I can ask you this now. So Dan, please explain to me, because Charlie couldn't. If they win the Carabao Cup this season after winning the big trophy last season,
Club World Cup,
and complete in Europe, having spent 300 million to then win the Carabao Cup that qualifies them into the competition they won last season. Can you explain to me, Dan, how Charlie's trying to spin that to be acceptable?
Well, hold on. When did I say it was acceptable?
I was asking Dan.
When did I say that was acceptable?
I was asking because, okay, I'll ask you why. If Maresca wins you the Carabao Cup this season and that's all he does, are you Maresca out?
No, because it depends on the context of the rest of the season.
What do you mean?
You're making it acceptable by allowing it.
What's the context?
Well, look, if we finished second in the league and we won a Carabao Cup,
finishing second in the league.
No, I'm just saying. If we were to finish second,
Charlie, there's more chance of us finishing second than you, mate.
No. Let's not be silly now.
Mate, there's more chance of us winning second. Mate, of course there's more chance. I mean, we're not in any trophy, any competitions. You've got all them to worry about. Surely you've already give up the league. You've just said we're not winning the league. So I by that admission, we'll probably finish higher than you in the league.
No. We won't win the league, but we will win a trophy. And the main thing for me this season is get another trophy in the cabinet and close that gap on the top. And we need to be finishing ideally higher than 4th.
Charlie, if you don't win a trophy and you finish top 4, you Maresca out.
No, because there's no point changing the manager with the current recruitment structure that's in place, because it's a ceiling of what there is, of what can be achieved. So, at the end of the day, another manager can come in. It's not really going to do any better.
Your recruitment's been dire.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. If the recruitment is the same, then it doesn't matter who the manager is, because we're going to be. It's like what can be achieved is capped by the way that we recruit. So the reality is that I'm happy for Maresca to stay. He's proven that he's a decent manager. And
so what would change if Maresca stays? Because the recruitment team will probably be the same. The ownership's got to stay the same for 10 years, right? So what would change next season?
What do you mean? What would change next season?
Oh, they'll win the league next season, Wolfie. They'll win the league. They'll win the league next season.
I don't know. Actually, that's a really good question, and Don can't answer this to me either. When are Chelsea winning the league? When is the expectation that you win the league? Because you spent $2 billion. Like, what is it next year? The year after that? Year after that? Year after that?
We need to be winning the league in the next 2 to 3 years. We have to.
In the next 2 to 3 years, do you keep the likes of Caicedo if you don't win the league in the next 2 years?
Cole Palmer's
another one, yeah.
If we keep winning trophies, then I think
Correa, the best left back in the league, apparently.
He's the best left back in the league.
Tony Cruz reincarnation.
I never said that. No, look, I think we can keep those players, but we've got to prove that we look like we can do it, and we've got to prove that we're improving and make sure that we're winning trophies at the end of the day. If we're not winning trophies and we're not getting any closer, and it will be harder to keep those players because
I find it strange that Chelsea are all this laughing at Arsenal with a process. It's taken them 5 years. They've spent 800 million. They should be winning the league. But then Chelsea have spent twice as much as Arsenal in little of time. And, we've got to give us 3 more years. Why?
So, Dan, can you ask him the right question then?
Go on.
What phase are Chelsea in?
Oh, no.
Dan's right. You are the Blue Arsenal. What phase are you in?
No, because we win trophies, mate.
No, you are the Blue Arsenal.
No, they're not the Blue Arsenal, to be fair.
No, they are the Blue Arsenal.
We win trophies, bro. We win trophies.
They do win trophies, man.
What major trophy have they won under this new tenure?
No. They won 2 trophies last year, bro.
Okay, Arteta won the FA Cup. They are the Blue Arsenal.
One trophy in 6 years, bro.
6 years ago.
What phase are you in? What phase are you in?
They're in a win phase.
Charlie's face when Alfie said that, he was like,
"Yeah." He's like,
"We can't be a Blue Arsenal because we win."
They win.
He'll be sticking up for his billionaire brother up here. Do you know what I mean? The parent
because we win trophies and Arsenal don't.
Criminals, man.
I think they've definitely got their standards are in a gutter, in my opinion. Like if this was a Chelsea under Broman, they'd be much different. But it's like now, it's like, you got to give us time. All these guys are kids. They've got to go and get next level, in my opinion. Like I still don't think they've got the striker that can get them across the line. João Pedro's a very good player, but 6 games now without a goal. I think the left-hand side is a mess. Garnacho and Gittins, don't rate either of them. Pedro Neto, I actually think is a baller and he's starting to improve a bit now, but they do miss Cole Palmer. When they don't have Caicedo in midfield, it don't look very good. And to be fair, Enzo as well was missing. And at the back, it's just a travesty at the moment, to be fair.Ey're missing, I know, and who is it, Colwell.
I don't even know that
He was
actually one of your better players, I think. I thought he was pretty good. And your fullbacks are actually quality, to be fair to you.
But the fullbacks are the best fullback pairing in the league. That's not an outrageous thing to say.
That's not a mad thing to say.
Why aren't you winning the league? You've got the best midfield in the league, the best fullback pairing in the league. It's a nice new one.
Because we haven't got good goalkeepers, we haven't got good centre backs, and the attack, bar Palmer and Esteval to an extent, isn't good enough.
So you don't rate Pedro?
Well, no, João Pedro is decent as well, but in terms of standout quality, like the attack's not good enough.
What me and LB have been saying for 3 years is spot on. I'm sorry to blow our own trumpets. How you can spend that much money and the squad be this bad? I just don't get it. I really don't get it. It's like we quite like our fullbacks and our midfield, but the attack's crap and this bit. So what? You're going to spend another $1 billion on those players? Is that like, how long does this take to go and win?
Give that same money to anyone on this panel, and we've won a league.
I don't disagree with any of that, though. I don't disagree with that the recruitment's been poor, and it's not all been poor, but to consistently overlook the key areas window after window is nothing short of a disgrace.
And if I'm honest, from some of the calls that I get from Chelsea fans, that they've got the best midfielder in the league, the best midfielder in the world, the best trio of midfielders in the league, the best fullbacks that are both world class. But we're only going to get one of the domestic cups. Like, is that enough then? Like Wolfie's just said, do you sack him then if that happens? Because that ain't good enough, surely.
No, he won't be sacked.
That they're not there yet. That's an acceptance. The fact that you're listing all these things, that's an acceptance that you know we're near good enough.
Yeah, but Dan, they're so contradictory of themselves, aren't they? They want to show chest, but when you press on that chest, man, they basically got silicon in that chest. It pops. That's the thing. As soon as you say to them, okay, with this greatness that is Chelsea, what are you winning? Suddenly,
it's because the reason that is because then they have to face reality, brother. And when they face reality, they've got to accept that they ain't going to win. They're not going to win nowhere near the league title, man, this year. Yeah, they're doing this thing where they go, oh yeah, well we might be close, but like you know what I mean. But no one no Chelsea fans going to say they want to win the league.
No, we're not doing this to win the league.
Well, that's the whole point, and that's the whole reason your transfer
window
window was absolutely shocking, mate.
It was poor, but I've said it was poor. I said it was poor at the time. It wasn't good enough. The areas weren't addressed that needed to be addressed. And it's the same thing every window. We need 3 or 4 players every window that closes.
When are you going to stop signing children and sign some actual legit players, bro?
Michael Jackson FC, bro.
We should. We do need to get some ready-made quality, but that doesn't seem to be the way the club's going. So
you're not going to win fuck all then if that carries on.
Well, we're not going to win the big ones, no.
You're not going to win the big ones if you carry on signing children, mate. You got to sign adults. You got to sign fucking adults.
I know this. We need to add some quality.
So why you got all this chest? Why you got all this chest if you know this?
Because it's copium. Because otherwise, Charlie has to accept that this year is another year of just nothing, stagnation. That's what it is.
Mate, we'll win a trophy. So another year of winning trophies is not bad.
Maybe you'll win a trophy, but Chelsea's about winning the majors.
No, it is. It is about winning the majors. It is about
winning. When are you going to win a major?
I don't know. I don't know. Is the honest answer to that.
They won't win a major until they change the transfer strategy. That's the truth. They won't win a major until they change the transfer strategy. And I've not seen anything this summer to identify a change in transfer strategy. They still try to sign youth players. They still try to do all this, rather than go and get proven players. They ain't going to win the majors. They might win the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup. Cool if they do that, but they're not going to win. They're not going to win the Prem. They're not going to win the Champions League.
I said this to Charlie the other week. I was watching Real playing that team from Uzbekistan in the Champions League, and this guy had a shot. Some kid had a shot early on, and the commentator turns around and goes, "Whatever his name was, he's off to Chelsea next season." It's from fucking Uzbekistan, man, and this is what they're signing, and he's going to Chelsea next season.
He's going to be part of the first team.
So that's why Chelsea. Him?
Because Wolfie, what they do is they sign him like that, and they go, "Oh, look at the profit we've made."
Exactly.
Come on, man. Just go and win the league. Why are you worried about profit still? Like, just go and win the league, man. Like, I just don't get it. For me, Chelsea, ruined the best part of my teens at one stage where they've got Mourinho in and Roman Abramovich. And it's like Chelsea start getting cocky and stuff. And I'm thinking, why can't you just finish above Arsenal, who have been shit for 5 years, apparently? Just finish above us. They can't do that. And you think, what are you going to do? Oh, we're going to win, Sank. And let's be real, you won the Conference League, which I wouldn't be parading too
lawless
loudly, to be fair. Yeah, West Ham won it somehow. Who have lost tonight again, by the way. They're going down, West Ham, aren't they? Under Nuno. There you go, Wolfie. See, under Nuno. They are looking a mess, by the way. Let's do these supers and we'll get out of here, people. We have got AMT who says, remember Ashley at Newcastle? The fans will be on strike. I don't think Marinakis is quite as bad as Ashby yet, but give it time. Naval says Marinakis is the dumbest owner in football. He needs to know his place. He ain't that guy. If you believe that, then dear God, he don't even know what he wants. You try and justify him with fake big talk, Wolfie. Oh, Naval's not talking with you. He's not having you tonight, Wolfie. He's saying, who's Mr. Marinakis? Because you know everything about this guy and back him with your life more than your club.
Oh, but you know, this is the guy who took Forest.
Marinakis will probably shoot him if he doesn't, bro.
He also says that, Wolfie, no manager of high quality will go to Nottingham Forest, apparently.
Nice spelling.
And then Naval says, so from Sean to Silver, another bottom manager, do you see the pattern? It's hardly progression.
Unlike Charlie, I can call it out on my club.
Really, really going in on.
No, but you've clearly regressed. I haven't yet.
Lucky now, I am rent free. Who is this Naval?
Is this guy taking out a payday loan for all this?
Man. Big up to you, bro. I know he's a Chelsea fan. It's very simple. Everyone writes us off. We sit back, let you talk, and win a trophy. There we go.
Oh, it's a Chelsea fan, is it?
Chelsea fan. You know better than us, so tell us, Wolfie. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, buy some adults, as LB said. Buy some adults.
But stop buying children is the advice, apparently. But big up to you, Naval. I really appreciate the super chats, man. Absolute legend. Look, we've been locked in. There's been well over 1.5k in here for the majority. There's still 1,000 of you in here. It's been 2 hours, so we need to go and get some sleep. It's been a hell of a cooking. It's been a brilliant show. Make sure you're following every single one of these people. Make sure you're showing love to the sponsors. We've got OK Jerseys. Make sure you're using the code 12man for 8% off. And of course, we've got Match Bingo in the live chat and description. Make sure you're showing them some love as well and use the code, which is my surname, Potts. We've got It's LB. Go and give him a follow. Brilliant at anything to do with Manchester City and, of course, all football. So make sure you go and show some love. We've got Wolfie at Forest Fan TV, Dan United, AV Billy on YouTube, and Blue Brother CFC. Wolfie, it sounds like you're about to say something.
Yeah. Lawless is live on his channel. It looks like he's losing his head. Do you want to send everyone there?
Yeah, send them over to that fraud.
I think that's a great shout. Do you quickly while I'm doing that? Do you think they're going to go down, West Ham?
No.
I'll tell you who is going down, Potts, that you weren't sure about the other day. Wolves are going down, bro. You were
they're
done. Yeah.
Yeah, the Wolves are done, man. I think West Ham are in serious trouble.
It's the titles. We are getting relegated.
Yeah. Spam the B emoji in his chat.
Oh, please, people, go.
He's saying we're the worst team in the league.
You know what? It's absolutely that Jason's hairstyle is matching Lawless's now, man.
Oh, it's done. It's done. We're going over there.
Let's go watch him.
Look how
what should we get the chat to spam? What should we get the chat to spam, man?
Just a B emoji. Just a little B emoji.
B emoji.
Get a B emoji in.
Oh man, I love it. Lawless is going to be losing his head. We are getting relegated.
Yeah, he's looking stressed.
Go and show Lawless some love, people. We're out of here. I'll be back tomorrow.
Up,
Big up the Arsenal.
Take care, boys.
Nice one, boys.